Hi there, Eric Tate here from Penguin Magic, and thank you so much for purchasing the Invisible Harmonica by Fabien Rebouh. This is one of my favorite little tricks that we've put out in a long time. And I know I say that a lot of things, but I actually carry this with me at my restaurant gig that I perform at every week. Let's take a look at what you get, and then I'm gonna show you the basic routining and what I do with it, and then I'm gonna kick it over to Fabien, and he's gonna teach you so many different things, including his personal routine and a bunch of different ideas as well. So let's take a look. When you open this up, you're gonna see two things inside. One is this weird looking thumb tip, and two is this little tiny screwdriver. Now don't lose that screwdriver because you're gonna need it for maintenance if you do feel like it. I'm gonna set aside the box for now. Let's take a look at this. So what you have is this, what appears to be like a thumb tip stuck inside of another thumb tip, but if you pull gently, you will notice that there is sort of like a flesh-colored ring here with a little tiny baby harmonica on the inside. Now, you will hear this a little bit later from Fabien. If you want to learn to play the harmonica correctly, the different side in which you blow into, the lower tone is usually to the left and the higher tone is usually to the right. And if you want to switch this over, you'll notice there's another little hole in there. What you can do is you can use this little screwdriver to unscrew this screw right here while holding on to this nut, and then you can take it off, unscrew this side, and then reattach everything on the other side. So this is just in order to adjust it to make it the way you want it. I'm going to set this aside for now. This one is set up pretty well for me. You can just put your thumb tip in there, or your thumb inside of this little thumb tip ring, and then just blow into it, and it works like any other harmonica. Now, in general, if you have ever used a thumb tip before, you are going to be very familiar with how this works. You can sort of go straight on to an audience and they shouldn't be able to see it, but in general, when you're using a thumb tip, you don't want your audience to see the thumb tip. It's just flesh-colored and sort of looks like a thumb if they catch like a brief flash of it. But you'll notice that my fingers largely cover the thumb tip whenever it's in use. So you could have this in your front jeans pocket or in your back trousers pocket, get it on your thumb, and then just hide the thumb tip with your hands. When you're ready to play the harmonica, your hands will come together and you will gently pull the harmonica out, move it up, and then bring it to your lips, blow, and then reverse that, put it in, and then come away like this, and you can sort of show your hands empty as though you don't have a harmonica there. So one of the ways I like to do this is I like to borrow somebody's identification. So I'm going to use this playing card right here. I've got a King of Hearts to sub in for an identification so I don't accidentally give away my personal details on here. And I will have the thumb tip, the invisible harmonica, in a pocket where I can easily get to it. I'll ask someone if they have their ID on them. I'll dip my hand into my pocket to get the harmonica onto my thumb, and I will take their identification, and I will bring the identification up and hide the invisible harmonica behind their identification like this. And you don't really need to overthink this. Just take it from one hand and place it into another. And you can pretty freely handle their identification now. And what I always like to say is, oh, you're from Ohio or Nebraska. Whatever their identification says, I'll go, oh, the music state. And then I'll bring it to my lips and I'll blow once, blow twice, nothing happens. I'll go, oh, I'm sorry, it's this side. And I'm going to turn it around. And you'll notice that all I'm doing here is I'm turning the ID around with the thumb tip behind it. And you can do that, you'll notice, without flashing the thumb tip. But after I turn it around, my thumb's going to come in, and I'm going to work that harmonica out, and then move it up to here where my lips can get at it. I'll pretend to play their ID, and then I will put it back together, and then in order to take the heat off of this hand, I will hand them their ID back and come away with my fingers covering that. So in real time, it looks like this. Sorry, it's this side. And I can then put this back into my pocket, and I come away free with it. I will tell you one little tip that I have come up with is that I find that I often don't need to use the thumb tip portion of this, because if I'm covering it correctly, the audience should never see this. So I can actually leave this off and have just the ring attached to the harmonica in my hand, and I'll have it in my pocket like this. When I ask for their ID, I will bring it in like this, and you'll notice that you don't ever see the harmonica come into play. And then I can go like this, hand it back, and if I'm using all of the same principles as a thumb tip, they should never see the harmonica. And then I can go south with this, ditching it in my front pocket or my back pocket, anywhere I want. If I'm worried about my audience burning me, then I will absolutely use this, just to make sure that I don't so I have just a little extra cover so I don't accidentally flash the harmonica. But that is the basic workings of this. You really don't need to overthink it. Just make sure that you are always covering it with your hands, and all you got to be able to do is to work that in and out like so, and you'll be able to use the invisible harmonica very easily. Now I'm going to kick it over to Fabien Rebouh, who invented this wonderful little device. He's going to share with you his personal routines as well as a wide variety of other uses for it. Be sure to go take this out with you and do it in the world, because I know you're going to get giant reactions with this. I do all the time. And now, here's Fabien.
Hi, my name is Fabien Rebouh, and I'm from Germany, and thank you so much to purchasing my gimmick Invisible Harmonica. And now let's go into what you get. Okay, I teach you how to handle the Invisible Harmonica gimmick. First, I recommend you do not push it hardly inside, but everyone will do this, because when you take it from your pocket, you push it hard inside, but also hard it go out. But it's no problem. When you squeeze it lightly like this, it comes out itself, and you hold it here. And when you have in the other routines, when we show you the gimmick behind a card, the gimmick card, a visit card, then you keep it like this and go back forward, and then it slides slightly out. You have to cover it always with one finger so nobody can see it, or you have it behind a coin, a fork, a spoon, or every object you like to perform with it. And after that, you do a style of bill switch move. You come back with your hands, you get back, and you put the gimmick on your thumb, and if you can, don't push it too hard inside, so it's easier to get it out. But if it's pushed too hard, I show you also to go out, no problem. The main handling is like this. You always show the fingers in front of the audience so that they can see the full thumb, because this will not make a sense for them. So it's by side, okay? This hand moving more, and this hand is relaxing like this, okay? You hide it in smooth position like this. Okay, now when you have a object in this hand, or even when you play the invisible harp routine, you go in the air, grab here, put it here, and then you put it out with this index finger, 1, 2, and then it's slightly loose. You use this edge to push the thumb tip in your tenkai palm maybe, or thumb palm, and then you cover in front with your middle finger the harmonica, and then you play. Then you relax, you slide it together, and give a hand clap to yourself. It's no problem.
When I was about 7 or 8 years old, my father took me to a shopping center, and I'm right in the entrance. there was a magician performing his tricks, and I was really amazed when he grabbed in thin air and get the coin out. Yes, but this was not the magic trick. It really stuns me when he get it and he play a tone on it. This really impressed me hard. Yes, you know.
I'd say yeah.
Yes, you say yeah. But you know, I went back every day to see how he do it. But the magicians never reveal her tricks, and so I went back every weekend, and I catch him. It's not the coin, it's the harp, the harmonica. Yes, and he hide the coin in the harmonica. Yeah. Here in the third hole. Hup. Yes. You see? But one question I told me always is how he get it in there.
Yeah.
Maybe he count to 3. 1, 2, 3, and then it's go in. Yes, yes. You think it's another hand? No, isn't it? Yes. You want to play? No.
You know how I became a magician? When I was 8 or 7 years old, my father took me to a shopping center, and right in front of the entrance, there was a magician performing his tricks. And it really amazed me when he touched the thin air and makes a coin appear. But this was not as stunning like when he starts to playing a tune on it, like this. Wow, this really stunned me, and I never know how he do it, since magicians never reveal her tricks. But I went back every weekend, and I look closely what he have done, and I know the secret now. It's not the coin, it's the harmonica, and he hides secretly in the harmonica in the third hole. He hides a coin, and when he tap on it, it comes out. And that's how I became a magician. What you need for how I became a magician. The story is slightly true, because my father really take me to a shopping center, and there I see a magician making coin tricks. And with the idea of the harmonica I assemble it. And so now I explain you how it works. You need a coin hidden in finger palm. And I have a little pocket behind my trousers here, and there is the harmonica inside. You can put also a magnet in your pocket upside and take it behind, so you can grab it easily. Also, you can put it in the pocket, and then you have to misdirect the audience. Okay, this one is in the pocket, and this is already on my hand, like this. And so I approach the table. Sometimes when there are tables, I hold me like this, and I hide the thumb under the table. So I can talk to the people freely, and nobody see what's happened. And then I go into the plot. I tell, do you want to know how I became a magician? When I was about 7 or 8 years old, my father takes me to a shopping center, and there right at the entrance was a magician performing his tricks. And then I go with my thumb in the finger palm and take the coin out and show he reach into thin air and make a coin appear. And this already amazed me. Okay, but it's amazed me more when he start to play a tone on it. Okay, and that's the time when I go up with both hands, and the focus and the how you say, the power is on the coin, so nobody looks here, okay? And I'm really relaxing my hand, so nothing in the hand to hide, okay? And then I show how to play a tone. And I go back like this, use the edge to pull on it with the coin, go up and hide it in front. You have to look. They can see the more of the coin they can, but don't make it fall. And then you go up with the harp like this, so nobody can see behind. The angles are really good now because the arm's on the side. Then you play. And then you make a relaxing move like this, shoulders down, relax, and slide the gimmick in. And separate the hands like this. And then you talk about the coin. You give all the power of the coin, yes? And then I slip in my pocket the gimmick and change it through the harp. So I can make the French drop from this side behind and hold the harmonica in finger palm. And I go in front of, let fall the coin in this side, and hold the harmonica. Okay, one more, like this. I go here and say, this makes me really strong. And I want to know how he do it, the magician, yes? And I come back every day, and now I know it. I look closely, because they don't tell you the secrets. And I tell it to you now. And then you get in front, make the coin fall in your hand like a French drop and make appear the harmonica. So now you can start from this side, you can play. It's the wrong side, I'll always need the lower of the left side. So it's a really nice position. The coin is hidden in the finger palm and it's useful to play also. You can play the blues, everything, okay? And now I transfer the coin from one hand to the other when I get the hands together like this. Okay, my ring makes a little noise, but in an environment with many people, nobody will hear this, okay? Okay, I switch it on the other side like this, and I do this when I grab the harp, the harmonica like this, I let fall it in the hand like this and hold it in finger palmage also, in finger, so I think it's the name. And then I say, you know, the attention on the 3 hole, and then you can play. And when you block the thumb with the hole, it makes a silly noise. And then you say, it's here inside. And when you tap on it, and the funny thing is, every harp player taps because there's some wetness inside and it comes out. And then you drop the coin in the hand. Sometimes the people don't realize there's something falling out, so I tap with the harp on it, makes a noise, and say, that's the secret. He hides the coin in the 3rd hole of the harmonica. And that's how I become a magician, and I put these 2 things away. That's everything. Let's go into the routining from the invisible harmonica. And it's a kind of mentalism effect now. So you can play around like a magician or a mentalism performer. I have my own made Serengali pet, you say, like this. You can buy it even in Penguin Magic. And every shorten side has marked playing an invisible harmonica. Okay, the audience can choose it. You force this on the people. So I write here funny things I can do, and I go to ChatGPT and I type in, give me 10 or 100 things, funny things I can do, and then there come out many things. I read something here, blindfold drawing, or maybe you can do talk backwards. I can do this. Then sock puppet karaoke. Maybe it's something funny you want to do. Dance on your hands. Okay, and then you give the pad to the audience, and they have to look up like this and riffle with the thumb, and then show a glimpse what it's marked there, and they will see playing an invisible harp. Harmonica. Then you put it in your pocket, and when you put it in your pocket, you steal the gimmick in your pocket. Okay, so you put it in the pocket, come out with this, and relax. You can take your jacket like this, and you put your thumb in the gimmick, and then you mention or you mimic. There's something floating in the air. Okay, I think about what's writing on the pad, but don't tell it to anybody. Let's only think about it. Okay, it's something levitating here in the air. I take it. Okay, I see it. Okay, maybe I try to. Was this what you're thinking? Okay, and that's the story with the pad. So let's go into the playing card routine, where you force a card to the audience. You show the cards like this. You can mix it up before if you want. You can show us all are different. And let's talk about, they take this one. And that's the Queen of Hearts, okay? And then you that's the card the spectator chooses. And then you put down more cards like this. You can also make a free selection packaging, but I think that's enough. Then you put your card in your pocket and you receive the gimmick on your hand. And then you say, okay, let's try something. And then you mix it up. You do so, like mix it up, but you always keep track about the card where it is, okay? So now it's here. Here's the Queen of Hearts. The other are different, yes. Oh, wow, the aces and the Joker, funny. Okay, then you take one card by the other and say, okay, let's look if this is your playing card. You play? No, this one doesn't play. You can put it back You can receive the gimmick also later if you want. When you put everything, every time you put something back, you can keep the gimmick in your hand. So it's not necessary to have it all the time on your hand. You play on the second one. No, it's not this. Okay, pick it back, and then it's your choice. You can say to the audience, please take one or send me this one. Okay, I take this one, and then forward, backward. You slip it away, and then you play on it. Okay, seems that's the playing card. Was this your card? And you display it like this, so the thumb is behind. Be aware of the angles right and left. And then you can put it back in your pocket with the other cards, and that's a routine. You can play around with it when you want. Okay, here's the explanation for my grandfather's dream. My grandfather, when I go to the forest with him, he always show me things with the nature, some leaves, some magic tricks also. And one thing he showed me with grass. You see the green grass when you're walking alone. And I think the most of the people notice when you put a grass between your thumbs and you blow air to it, it makes a silly sound. And this reminds me to the effect also. My grandfather showed me this, and I said, okay, when I play with this, I have a halm of grass or some leaves of the grass. I can give it to the audience, show it, look, and inspect it. Then I blow it. You can remember this? And when they're talking, I steal the gimmick in the pocket, or when I take one of the grass in the pocket, I steal the gimmick. Say, but you know, my grandfather, he don't only play on the grass, he also can play on another position. I think here. And then I play on the grass like this. Wow. And this was my childhood with my grandfather. How it works, you come also with the gimmick out, and then you go behind your hand. You hold it with the thumb. Here you can use the edge because the grass will break. So you have to push and fummel like this, or move it like this, but not too often so the people think there's something in the hand. So you go with the grass like this, then you go behind, and you 1, 2, the finger, the index finger, you put it on top, and then you come up, and just in front of the leaf, then you finger palm the thumb tip, and then you can play on it. When you look here, and is something coming out, you have to hide it with the fingers, but always show them the green, and then you can push on it also. And then you can give it to examinate the leaf, and then you relax and put the hands together, and you have your gimmick in the hand, and by side you say, wow, you like it, and you drop it in your pocket, or casually you go by the side in your pockets, and then it's free. That's my grandfather's dream. Imagine you are taking a nice dish. I think in English we say like this. You can do a side effect or a gag. It's like this. You say, okay, look, sometimes this sounds crazy, and this also sounds crazy. This sounds crazy? No, it don't sound crazy. Maybe it's much better with this one. Okay, you take it like this, and then you play. You put it back and say, wow, this is a knife, really sharp, but be careful, don't hurt yourself. So explanation is really easy. You can take every object, but you have to be aware the audience don't see a glimpse of the gimmick. So it's not too easy to take. You have to look how to hold it like this or like this. And with a knife, I recommend to be careful, not take a sharp knife, because you will hurt yourself. And don't blow on this side. It will cut your lung. Okay, your tongue. So the gimmick is always behind. So you hold it like this, and then you slip the thumb tip out, and you can go behind the knife like this, and hold it. You see it. When you exercise it, do it in front of a mirror, or take your handy and make a video, so you can see it, what the audience see, and then you go. You can push the knife, but don't with the sharp side out. And then when you go back, you do this move, push it in, take the knife like this, and go down, or you put it in your pocket and leave the gimmick with the knife in it. So also you can play on a spoon. And it's the same handling. You go over there, and you use the edge of the spoon to get out of the thumb tip. So it helps you to get out. Okay, one more, like this. Here's the edge, and when you push against, you can hold it and push it back in the hand. So you do this, nobody see it, it looks like this. Okay, like the spoon, you can act freely, yes? You take it like this, put it in your hand, use the edge, and go back with the harmonica like this in the handling, you see? Like this. And then you go with your mouse on the edge. So, okay, you get out of this, pushing it together, and leave the fork on table or put it in your pocket and leave the gimmick behind it. On the fork, the same thing. I think you already get it. You take it like this. You can mimic something eating. Oh, we're eating something. Okay, wait. I always show my hands by the side. I show it free, like this or this. And I always keep the fingers together. So it's like the old something move. If you show it like this, it's not so funny because you see a big thumb tip. But if you hold it in front like this, nobody can see it. And it's not necessary to overprove your hands are empty. When you hold your hands like this or you hold something in your hand, the gimmick is hidden behind, and nobody expect there's something. Okay, the same thing, you go behind, use the edge to loosen, use the edge, and go behind the fork. By the fork, you have to be careful. We can see through the spoon, the fork pins, but in the movement, nobody can see it. And if you keep it right there, they think this is your thumb, and the harp is already covered by the metal here. And then you go with this. And when I play it, I always push the harp in my lips and cover the front of the edge with the object in front, okay? And then you go back, relax, and push your fingers in the thumb tip. Show it again, like this. Even you can do this, in front, look, and then they can see the thumb tip. But it's not necessary to overproof. You put it back in your side pocket or here, and then you leave the gimmick with the spoon inside, and you're free.
When we go in a location like this, we always go before the people come, before the guests come, and put something in the air, here and here and here and here, yes? And then we catch it when somebody say, do me some favor, make magic. Normally everybody claps his hand with this, yes. This is nice.
one?
Yes, sure, thank you.
Go for it.
Okay, I do a trick for you. Look, I draw. Maybe you can tell me what this is. You can imagine what this is? I write it. Heart? Mm-hmm. Blues?
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
wait, let's try something, okay? You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, it will help. You like it? I think so, thank you. Thank you for purchasing my gimmick, and hopefully you like it and you experiment with this, and it makes you a funny time. And if you like it, please let a review on it. And yes, see you again, and maybe with other routines, and always think about music in your heart. And with this gimmick, you can play around. Bye bye.